Hello guys, welcome to my channel. Today we're gonna talk about a very important topic. What's the difference between hobby drawing versus classical training? So when I was a student, I would always ask myself, why do I need to spend all these endless months of drawing spheres and basic objects like cubes when I should be painting portraits or landscapes? So today I would like to show you the difference between hobby drawing or painting and classical training. I want to say that the both approaches are valuable, but they serve completely different purposes. So, for example, hobby drawing is about enjoyment and creative expression. For example, this painting I completed several days ago. It is watercolor ink and a little bit of gouache, and I was just having fun with these colors. That's my favorite colors, and I was just kind of resting. I was very tired from drawing complicated still life, and I just decided to have a little bit of fun. For example, this Paris drawing is I made it several years ago. I don't really usually paint architecture, especially with watercolor. Watercolor is pretty difficult medium for me, and it doesn't really allow room for mistake. And I just did what I could. It kind of looks amateur. This illustration, I was just once again having fun, kind of resting from more complicated art that I made, and this is like a snowman, nothing special about it, looks kind of awful. So that I did for just for fun. So this one looks better, but once again, this is not like classical academic approach. These drawings actually never quite worked out the way I wanted. This is lack of skills. The skull is okay. I was really frustrated that these drawings kinda didn't work the way I wanted. A lot of these drawings feels off. Basically, mostly lack of skills when I didn't really have them. The classical training, on the other hand, is a systematic skill building. It's gonna start with the simple form, kind of like this apple. It will go through something a little bit more complicated, and then usually the goal is to paint and to draw the complicated human body. It's always good to start with an apple, because this simple form contains all the principles that you're gonna need for complex subjects. The sphere, or apple, is teaching how the light works on every rounded surface. The elements of form, highlight, light, halftone, shadow, reflected light, cast shadow. Once you understand this on a sphere, you will see them everywhere. For example, on a cup, or on a leaf, or on bread. Metal surfaces add reflections and sharp value contrasts. Right here and right here. And this is a step up from simple sphere, plus the complexity of the surface, which is very glossy. This is how we build skill. By the time you reach a full, big, still life composition, you will build every skill you need, piece by piece. For example, this sphere is not just a sphere. It has a complex pattern on it, but the shadow and light work the same kind of way. Those are spheres too. They have the same light pattern on them, but then I added just surface texture. The difference between hobby drawing and classical art is that hobby drawing teaches you to copy what you see and hope it looks right. For example, I painted this from photo, and I tried to copy it as close to the photo as I could, and it doesn't really look good. This one, at the other hand, I painted from life. It was at the sunrise, the light was very beautiful, and I didn't copy everything I saw. You don't see trees like just blobs, but in the classical art we really simplify. So the classical training teaches you to understand why light behaves the way it does, so you can apply that knowledge to anything. Also perspective. There is certain rules of perspective, and if you don't know them, you'll have to reinvent the wheel. When I was hobby painting, I was guessing, making it up. Sometimes it worked, but for the most time it didn't. With classical training, I know why I'm making each decision. I don't guess. Sometimes it still doesn't work out, and this is okay. I want to say that neither approach is wrong. They just serve different purposes. If your goal is relaxation and creating fun, and I have this, and that was very fun, that's okay. It's just hobby art, and it's nice. I myself like it very much. If you want systematic skills that transfer to any subject you'll ever draw, classical training builds that foundation. I wanted more classical foundations just because hobby art was never enough for me. I wanted to draw and paint like real artists. And the classical training that I had, and I'm still having, it showed me what I was missing. The understanding of the world, the way we see the world, that makes drawing and painting possible in a professional kind of way. And I kind of made my choice. I am still having fun with these kind of things, but my goal is to be better as a classical academic artist. But you don't have to choose one forever. Understanding the difference will help you know what you are actually building. I'm teaching this systematic approach on my channel. We're gonna start with fundamentals, like that, and we are gonna build our skills methodically. And if you want to understand how classical training actually works, join my channel. I am uploading lessons twice a month. Lessons are pretty complex, so it's for serious people. We are starting from spheres, not this one, just a sphere. Then we move to round objects, and I'm still developing. We're gonna be drawing draperies. We're gonna be drawing more complex still lifes. We are gonna be working with color later. Module 1 is just a pencil. We are building foundations. We're building just first skills. Module 2 is gonna be all about color. We're gonna be painting flowers. We're gonna work with color schemes. We're gonna study all these colors. I would be happy if you guys subscribe. Thanks for watching, and see you next time.